back to my YouTube channel. I promised you guys a meal prep video. So this is our meal prep night. Kind of already started going just a little bit, not very far into it. He's cut up some of our veggies and we've got some onion sauteing. So we're doing kind of an average meal prep. We do a lot of different things, but we make a lot of spaghetti sauce. So we're gonna do a big spaghetti sauce. We got some ground turkey. I'm also gonna make a meatloaf. He has got some veggies cut up for the spaghetti sauce already. So we have mushrooms measured out. We have bell peppers and onions measured out already for our meal prep. This is how I record all of my meal prep stuff. So I just write everything down for our recipe, and then we go ahead and we weigh everything individually. And at the end of everything, we'll go ahead and measure what the whole batch weighs, and we'll have our final weight, so that we know exactly what the recipe breaks down to. When I have the total weight, that's what I end up putting into MyFitnessPal for the total servings. So that when I measure out my individual amount, I just measure out how many grams I'm having, and that's my serving size. So, like I said, so far several onions, bell peppers, mushrooms. The bell peppers will go in the meatloaf. The onions will go in the meatloaf. We've already got onions and garlic going for the spaghetti sauce, as well as the mushrooms will go in both. And then we've got some mini potatoes, which I cheat and buy these little potato company ones because they have a little seasoning packet that comes with them. So I'm gonna roast those up. I also have some spaghetti squashes. And then we were also gonna form up some burger patties to make some turkey burgers. So follow along. We're just gonna be cooking for a little bit. So I just added garlic and Italian herbs to the pot. I'm gonna go ahead and add tomato sauce. Now I've already pre-measured out all the tomato sauces and written them all down. And then you saw my kid kind of pop over in the video a second ago. He started a big batch of rice for us. So we always have a big batch of rice in the fridge, ready to go. And the reason I'm looking at the bottom of my bowl is because the bowl has a weight on it. If you are like me and you want to make life easier, write your measurements down somewhere. So that way you can just weigh your bowl sometimes and just do the math. So 139 grams is my bowl. So these are my 2 spaghetti squashes. I have cut them in half. I sprayed a little bit of nonstick spray and so a sprinkle of salt, and they're just gonna go in the oven. I just got a decrease in my calories, not a whole bunch, but a little bit. Mostly carbs and fat, no touch of my protein. So I basically am gonna try and find more ways to fill with volume. So I'm gonna do like a combination of like noodles and spaghetti squash, rice with my cauliflower rice, so I can get a lot more volume, bang for my buck. So this is a perfect example of what happens when you're meal prepping. Sometimes it happens to me somewhat occasionally. I measured out everything. I put everything together in this pan right here, but I don't know what my total weight is. I need that for my recipe. So it's kind of annoying. It happens though. So I will put my bowl back on my scale, turn it on, and I'll just remeasure my food. Put it back in the bowl and then put it back in the pan. Easy, quick fix. Annoying, but easily fixed. So this is the sous vide. It's pretty freaking cool. That's all it is that cool little device. And it's gonna heat up the pot of water. That little cool device will heat up the water and cook the chicken in bags. So this is our how we cook it in the sous vide bags, or Ziploc freezer bags is what it can be used with. But we ran out of the Ziplocs or the freezer bags that came with it, and we just haven't gotten more. So we have some freezer Ziplocs, so they work. All right, zucchini squash is all done. We just checked it. It looks beautiful. So I decided to be patient and weigh out the burgers because I decided to be a little creative, and I'm gonna make barbecue burgers with some of my fat-free cheese inside the burger patty. So that's just protein, no fat. So it'll basically be like a cheeseburger ball. So super yummy. The trick when you're making turkey burgers that are stuffed, any burgers really, but specifically turkey burgers because they're poultry, is going to be making sure that they're finished all the way through. A beef burger can be cooked to like a medium or medium rare depending on the meat, but turkey burgers obviously can't be. These are filled with cheese, so I'll probably toss them in the oven for a few minutes afterwards because they'll be kind of difficult to temp. I won't be able to stick a thermometer right in the middle. It'll be melted cheese, which would probably be hot. Doesn't necessarily mean that the turkey will be cooked all the way through though. So I'll probably toss them in the oven for maybe 10 minutes or so after I sear them on the stovetop, just to make sure that they're thoroughly cooked. No salmonella poisoning. We don't like upset tummies. So this is a little extra work. Obviously, You didn't have to do this. If you want to do this the same for yourself, you could just do the fat-free cheese on top and just let it melt, you know. Or you could make your burger and use not fat-free cheese. You could use a Laughing Cow, whatever you want to do. You could even use a Laughing Cow and cut them up in segments instead of the cheese that I use there. It'd be a lot less fat, and you wouldn't have the protein to worry about if you were trying to watch your protein budget, if you wanted to use your protein budget for something else. But, you know, a little extra work, but it tastes really, really good, and for me, it just works. I like my food to taste really good if I can't have a lot of it. So, I like stuff like this. A little extra work, but it's worth it. So, this is the chicken. It's going to go in the sous vide. The sous vide is ready. So we are almost done. Our sous vide is going. It's got, I was actually just checking that on his phone. So, is the app. It's called Joule, or Julie is what he's named the app. So it basically knows, it's connected to this, it's all Wi-Fi, so it's pretty cool. So it knows the temperature of the water, and it knows exactly the temperature of what you're cooking, because you tell it that you're cooking chicken breast or a roast or whatever it is you're cooking. So we've already told it that we're cooking chicken breast, so it's going to cook it until it's the exact temperature, and then it will let us know via the app, and it'll turn off. The water will still stay hot, so you have to make sure to take it out if you don't want your chicken or your meat or whatever to be overcooked. So, but that's pretty freaking cool. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you can see that. But that's pretty cool. We like it. We use it pretty regularly. So it's got 54 minutes left, so it's not the fastest cooking thing in the world. If you want fast, the Instant Pot is definitely quicker. And it's okay. I like the Instant Pot. It's great. It's efficient. It's all in one pot. But this tastes way better for sure. Our burgers are done. I just temped the, oh my god, I can't talk all of a sudden. I just temped the meatloaf. It was just under 160, so I'm going to leave it in there maybe another 10 more minutes. I'm going to check the temperature on that. The sauce is pretty much done. It's just simmering, so we'll pull it off soon. The spaghetti squash is done. The potatoes are done. Those are put away. The rice is done. So this is quite a bit of food for one night. And it'll last us probably like 4 days, maybe a little bit more. The sauce will probably last us the longest because it's a big batch and we can freeze it really easily. So that's what we'll end up doing most likely. We'll use it for 3 days, we'll freeze it, and then when we pull it back out, we know it only has like 2 days left on it, and we just use it real quick. So I'm also got a pot of water going, I'm gonna make some protein pasta real quick. I haven't tried it yet. It's called Banza. It's a chickpea pasta. It's got pretty good macros. It was 3 grams of fat per serving, but the carbs were 35. The protein was 11, and that's for a whole serving. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna probably like break the serving in half, and I'll have half of spaghetti squash, and then I'll have half of this when I make my food in the long run. So, but that's what it's called. It says 20 grams of protein per serving, but that's if you have 3.5 ounces. The whole box has 8 ounces dry, it says, 4 servings per container. So that would be almost half the box if you had 20 grams of protein. That's kind of misleading, I feel like. Like, who's gonna have half a box of spaghetti in one sitting? Kind of oinky. I'm not quite that oinky. I like pasta, but that's a lot of pasta in one sitting. When I divided the burger patties up, I did 4 ounces each burger, and then I know that fat-free cheese serving size by heart is 28 grams, and I use it all the time. So 14 grams is half a serving. So each burger patty is 4 ounces of lean ground turkey, so I use 93.7, and then 14 ounces of that fat-free cheese, and that's it. There was like 1 gram of carb per teaspoon for the one rub that I used. I didn't worry about that because I used probably, when I looked at the serving size, it was 5 grams. I used 20 grams, so I used 4 servings. So it's 4 grams of carbs in the entire batch, and I didn't even use all the rub. So 3 grams of carbs split up in an entire batch of burgers. I did not worry about that at all. Okie dokie, so I just packaged up the noodles. The sous vide has about 30 more minutes left on it, and that'll put it at 3 o'clock in the morning being finished. So I'm not gonna cook this one tonight. I'm gonna put this one in the fridge, and it'll just marinate, and we'll cook it tomorrow or the next day. And then, because it takes like over an hour, and honestly, I don't feel like cooking until 5 in the morning, because that's what it would end up being probably by the time we ended up all said and done. Everything else is put away. The potatoes are put away, the noodles are put away, the spaghetti squash, the rice, everything. The ground turkey meatloaf actually was super easy to put away. The pan that it's cooked in goes right on top. I know how much it weighs, so when I want some in the future, I can just scoop my individual portion out. Gonna put away the sauce here in just a minute. But that's about it. So we're almost done. I'm gonna sit down, chill out, watch some TV. But that is my meal prep for the night. If you have any questions about how I do anything or things that I might cook, what I might eat, please ask or comment below. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see me do. Otherwise, I'll just be posting prep videos here along the way, workouts, kind of a day in the life when I get a chance. I'm gonna go snowboarding again soon, so hopefully maybe get some more video of that and just my day. But hang in there. I'm gonna be about 12 weeks and 3 days, I think, right now from the stage. So I'm getting excited, getting very, very close. If you don't follow me, please follow me, subscribe. But I'll be back soon with more content. Thanks for following me, and I'll see you later. Peace.